The mission. That's what this is about, the mission of the United States of America. It's not about any one person. And so this is a great opportunity today to hear from a guy who is from our area, from Salina, Mr. Craig James. You may remember him from SMU, but I want to introduce to you now Craig James, candidate for Senate, state of Texas. Thank you.
Good morning. What a rally killer I am. I mean, you're getting ready to tease up this voter ID deal that's coming up. It's a privilege to be with you here, and this is a process, and it's a humbling process to me. You know, as I've gone around the state, I've been in rooms like this, and I've met with men and women like you. This is the heartbeat of the system, of the process, and I really believe that in order for us to maintain the greatness of this country, we have got to come together to grow these seats. We need these seats filled. The grassroots that you talk about are so important. So my observation has been in this campaign how dynamic, but yet how few those who are really involved. All right, I'll be brief because I know everyone wants to, we're moving along through this thing. 3 things that I believe in: God, family, and the Constitution. My goal in life is that when I meet my Maker, He says, "Well done, my good and faithful servant." It's not to become a United States Senator, but to make a difference, to use the experiences and share those with you all as to why I think I'm right now, for this time in American history, qualified to ask for your vote. My family is very important to me as well. When I was 15, I did my best sales job. I talked a 16-year-old into going out with me and to picking me up because she had her driver's license and I didn't. Let's go to the movie, honey, but you got to pick me up. We dated 7 years, and we've now been married for 29. We've raised 4 kids, ages 21 through 24. The Constitution, why is it important to me? Background on me is, my parents divorced when I was a little boy, 1st grade. I saw the eviction notices on the apartment door as early as 3rd grade. We had to move because we couldn't make rent. I ate my fair share of mayonnaise-only sandwiches. I've been through real street. But I also saw and have lived through an America that gave me a chance and has given us a chance. I want to preserve that and pass it on. Many people know me as a former NFL player for the Patriots, played in the Super Bowl, did things I never dreamed I would have a chance to do. And I'm proud of that. I'm also proud of the 20-plus years of being a broadcaster on ESPN and ABC. But what most people don't know about me is the last 30 years I've been a business owner. I've started multiple businesses, especially in the ranching and the real estate development world. The last 3 years have been tough for all of us in the economy. I understand that. So the collision of where I think the Lord called me to do this, one, and the fact that we are losing the greatness and the opportunities that I've been provided, I want to preserve those. I want to push back the government. I'll give you a brief little snapshot of how I think, because I can't go deep with this amount of time. I would abolish as best I could the Department of Education and put the money back in local school officials' hands.
Yay.
We need to train and prepare our boys and girls so that if they're 18 and they come out, they're personally responsible. And whether that's a culinary chef, a bricklayer, an electrician, or a plumber, that's admirable. There's nothing wrong with that. If you choose to go on and be a banker or a lawyer, okay. But we've got to stop the massive dropout rates in high schools. Morally, it's the right thing to do. Economically, too, because we don't have enough skilled labor force to take care of the jobs that are out there in our economy. The EPA. We have to get rid of the EPA.
Yay.
So we hear politicians say that. I'm not a politician. I'm a businessman. And I understand the impact that the EPA is trying to have on the state of Texas, and especially the Barack Obama administration. They have their sights on the state of Texas trying to squeeze us down. We know what we need to do to take care of our environment. We're not going to harm the environment of the state of Texas. We all talk about Obamacare. It has to go. I understand that. But I'll tell you, for anyone who's in the financial sector, you understand that major reform needs to take place with Dodd-Frank. It is handcuffing our industry. And it's crazy.
Yay.
There's a whole big umbrella of things. If I'm successful, I will go to Washington and have a chance to push back and put into the little box that the limited government is supposed to be. When I was in college, I had a chance to hear Ronald Reagan speak, and I had no idea how lucky I was at the time. 20 years old, and he talked on campus at SMU about limited government, low taxes, personal responsibility, and freedom and opportunity for all of us. He talked about that shining city on the hill. I believe that. I still believe in the shining city on the hill, the greatness of the United States of America. I believe we are an exceptional country. But I also believe this, that we're about to become so tolerant that we're going to tolerate ourselves right out of greatness. We got to stand for what made this country great. Someone in the debate the other night, the Senate debate, asked me, hey, do you think your faith might become too important of a role in how you would represent people? My faith is the core of who I am. It's my being. I'll never apologize for my faith, but I'll never discriminate, nor will I judge. So the Ten Commandments and the Constitution is a great sideline for us to stay within. We've gotten outside of that now. How many people saw the Senate debate last Friday night in here? Okay?
You did great.
Well, thank you. Okay, that's nice. It wasn't even set up. My new campaign manager. That's free markets right there. I would highly encourage each and every one of you, and spread the word. Take the time, go online, watch the debate last Friday night. It's on WFAA.com or DallasNews.com.
Okay, you just gave the web address, but I searched and couldn't find it. You're saying if I go to WFAA.com, I can find the debate?
Yes, DallasNews.com. I believe we may have a link on our TexansFortGreatNames.com. But I mean, and it's not that you're going to vote for me to see this thing, but it will be the only time you'll have a chance to see the 4 Senate candidates shoulder to shoulder, hear what we stand for and why we're up there.
I thought Anderson was missing.
Pardon me?
I thought there were a couple missing.
Well, the four candidates that Leopard, Dewhurst, Cruz, and myself. I mean, that's the only time you'll see us all together. So it'll give you a chance to see us and to hear us and to get a real snapshot of what we stand for. So anyway, I would encourage that. I'll leave this with you here. I'm not doing this to go up and be someone. I'm confident in the Lord's eyes who I am, and I'm in my family's eyes. I'm going to do the work of we the people. And I believe strongly that citizens in this country must step up and get off our comfort zone, get out of our comfort zone, and go back and take this country over. There are a lot of good public servants out there, but we also know that we have a lot of things that are taking place, especially in Washington, that are not representing you and I. And so thank you for your time. Thank you for giving me a chance to say hello this morning. Appreciate your consideration, and hey, stay strong for the things that have made America great. That's what I'm going to do. So God bless us all.
Yay!
Thank you for taking the time to stop by.